Welcome to New Sky TV breaking news. Yuxin and Xiaoxu share the stage at the National Drama Awards. Their side-by-side celebration is epic. Their mutual accomplishment is truly beautiful. Recently, at the National Drama Awards, as the lights slowly illuminated the stage, the audience both in the studio and watching on screen almost simultaneously sat up straight. It wasn't because of the significance of the award itself, nor the brilliance of the proceedings, but because of one scene that was simply too captivating. Xiaoxu and Yuxin were on the same page, receiving their awards side by side. At that moment, time seemed to slow down. The camera panned across the audience. The two sat side by side, their positioning effortless yet perfectly balanced. There was no exaggerated interaction, no excessive promotion. A glance, a gentle smile, was enough to command the atmosphere. Quiet, yet powerful, restrained, yet incredibly compelling. The natural chemistry they displayed made it hard not to feel a sense of wonder. Had this truly stepped out of the drama? When the host announced the winners, the two rose almost simultaneously. Their steps were synchronized, their rhythm identical, even the angles of their turn seemed rehearsed. Yet, this rehearsed feeling felt completely natural, devoid of any artificiality. It wasn't deliberate coordination, but rather an unconscious synchronization. In that instant, many audience members silently exclaimed, "This scene is so clean." The short steps towards the stage revealed a wonderful overlap between the characters and the actors. Zhou Shengen and Bai Qingmei seemed to have completed a continuation across the screen at that moment. Under the spotlight, their outlines were clear, their performances were on point, and their auras, though not vying for dominance, supported each other. It wasn't about one overpowering the other, but rather standing together, perfectly balanced. Even more remarkable was that they didn't deliberately create any buzz on stage. Their speeches were concise and restrained, their attitude sincere and composed, without any exaggerated emotional outbursts, yet every word was substantial. That relaxed feeling is a state many actors strive for but struggle to achieve. It comes from confidence, and from long-term respect and accumulation of professionalism. Looking back on their journey, from their works to the stage, from their roles to real life, Xiaoxu and Yuxin's partnership has never been a mere traffic-driven collage, but rather a process of mutual achievement. They excelled in their respective roles, establishing themselves firmly, which led to this memorable scene that resonates with audiences. No wonder some viewers exclaimed, "This moment, without the noise, is more captivating than any trending topic." In a superficial entertainment environment, such a collaboration is especially precious. It's not about grabbing attention with sensational topics, but about earning respect through their work and talent. Standing side by side is not accidental, being seen as the answer of time. Tonight, they stood under the spotlight, firmly establishing themselves in their rightful places. It is precisely because of this that when they reappeared side by side on the stage of the National Drama Awards, the audience felt a sense of natural recognition. It wasn't a sudden surge in popularity, nor overnight fame, but rather a gradual process of bringing their characters to life. Those memorable scenes were never built on trending topics, but rather the emotional weight that slowly accumulated through countless shots. Looking back now, Summer Offender seems more like a significant milestone in their careers. It wasn't simply a representative work, but a touchstone. It revealed their acting talent to the outside world and made audiences realize they were a pair with a long-term potential. Their scenes together were never boisterous, yet always subtly powerful. Every silence, every pause, served the characters, not the actors themselves. In an industry accustomed to amplifying personas and hastily creating labels, Xiaoxu and Yuxin appeared remarkably slow. They slowed down to hone their roles, to understand their characters, and to accept applause and attention with equanimity. They understood that popularity fades, but their work endures. Therefore, they weren't in a hurry to prove anything, treating each appearance as a professional commitment. Perhaps it was this restraint and clarity that allowed them to present a rare balance on screen. No one was merely a foil, and no one was overshadowed. Standing together, they illuminated each other, rather than draining each other. This kind of relationship is uncommon in the entertainment industry, yet exceptionally moving. The stage may close, the lights may dim, but their journey has clearly just begun, reaching a more stable stage. When talent becomes their foundation, and their work becomes their calling card, time will naturally offer the best reward. And the audience is willing to continue waiting, to continue witnessing. What makes this moment so moving is the signal it sends. It tells everyone quietly working their way up in this industry, the stage will not let down those who take it seriously. Whether it's a long drama or a short one, as long as the work stands the test of time and the actors are dedicated, one day they will be seen, heard, and remembered. In the past, short dramas were often labeled fast-moving, trial run, or transitional, seemingly just a stepping stone to the mainstream stage. But tonight, when Yuxin, Wang Jej, Liu Xiaoxu, and Guo Yuxin stood together under the spotlight, those prejudices were quietly shattered. It turns out that the stage doesn't discriminate based on size, only on your genuine commitment. The work doesn't matter in terms of length, only on your dedication. Their appearance revealed a new possibility. In a faster-paced, ever-evolving creative environment, there are still those willing to meticulously refine a single glance, ponder a single line, and dissect a single character. It is this unseen, meticulous work that underpinned those few minutes of composure and steadfastness on stage. When the applause rang out, it was not merely a polite affirmation, but rather a collective consensus. Those who act earnestly deserve respect. Those who dedicate themselves to creation deserve recognition. It is a quiet yet unwavering strength, especially precious in a noisy industry. That night, what remained in the audience's memory was not just the image of them receiving awards side by side, nor just their smiles under the lights, but a reaffirmed belief: effort is not in vain, and perseverance will eventually pay off. Perhaps their names are becoming known to more and more people, but the attitude they represent has already taken the lead. The summit need not be reached hastily. With a steady path, time will naturally elevate them. When the bloom truly arrives, all patience will become the answer. And what truly brings peace of mind is this unwavering, undisturbed progress. They didn't rush to define the future, nor did they prematurely exhaust their potential. They simply focused on playing each role well, treating every appearance as a new beginning. In an industry accustomed to creating miracles, they chose to believe in accumulation, in time, and in the eyes of the audience. Some might miss out on temporary excitement, but the long-term, stable output is hard to ignore. As characters are remembered and emotions are recognized, the actor's name is no longer just a label, but an integral part of the work. This connection is stronger than any topic and withstands the test of time. So, when the lights dim and the stage returns to calm, the night doesn't end there. It will be mentioned again someday, reviewed repeatedly, becoming a reference for what kind of actors are worth anticipating, what kind of creations deserve respect. It's not a high-profile declaration, but a gentle yet powerful affirmation. Perhaps they will still experience ups and downs and face new challenges in the future. But because they walk steadily, they are not afraid of changing winds. Because their roots are deep, they are not afraid of temporary setbacks. What truly sustains an audience over the long term is not sensationalism, but consistent sincerity. When the work itself becomes the direction, and time becomes an ally, actors will eventually find their rightful place. And this is just the beginning. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.